Okay, so we're going to look at expanding triple brackets here. And you can do this in any order, but my preference would be to multiply the second pair of brackets together first. So I'm going to do it that way. So we'll begin by multiplying these terms together here, which will give me x squared. X multiplied by negative 7 leaves me with negative 7x, negative 2x, and positive 14. Before I do anything else, it makes sense to tidy this expression up. So we'll put those two parts together. X squared, negative 7x subtract 2x leaves me with negative 9x plus 14. So I'll now return that to a bracket and I'll drop my x plus 3 down. I'm going to multiply everything in the second bracket now by firstly x and then the 3 as well. So x multiplied by x squared leaves me with x cubed. X multiplied by negative 9x leaves me with negative 9x squared. And x multiplied by 14 leaves me with 14x. So I'm finished with the x, so I can now jump on to the 3. 3 multiplied by x leaves me with 3x squared. 3 multiplied by negative 9 is negative 27x. And 3 multiplied by 14 leaves me with 42. All that's left to do now is to tidy together the things that go together. There's only one x cubed term in here, so that's going to come first. The x squared terms in here are these two, so negative 9x squared add 3x squared, which will leave me with negative 6x squared. Then the two x terms, 14x subtract 27x is negative 13x. And then there's just this 42 on the end. So there we have it. Here's another question. If you happy with the last example, you can give this a go. If not, I'll take you through this one again. So we'll start with the second pair of brackets. So we'll multiply these two parts together. And that will leave us with 3y squared. Subtract 5y. Add 3y. Subtract 5. And we can put these two terms together in the middle. Negative 5y add 3y leaves us with negative 2y, subtract 5. Put it in a bracket and bring back the 2y plus 3. And we're going to multiply everything in the second bracket by firstly 2y and then by 3. So that will give us 6y squared. Nope, sorry, it won't. It'll give us 6y cubed. Subtract 4y squared. Subtract 10y. Finished with the 2y, so we'll move on to the 3. 3 lots of 3y squared is 9y squared. 3 lots of negative 2y is negative 6y. And 3 lots of negative 5 is negative 15. Now we just tidy together the terms that go together, so there's only one y cubed term, so that will come first. Then come the y squared terms. This is negative 4y squared, add 9y squared, which is 5y squared. Negative 10y, subtract 6y is negative 16y. And then there's just the 15 left, negative 15 left on the end. Finished. For this next one, you might be looking at it thinking that it doesn't look like a set of triple brackets, but that's because it's not been written in expanded form due to the presence of that squared there. So first of all, we need to write it in its expanded form, which is that if it's squared, then that's telling us to write it like this, with 3x subtract 5 multiplied by itself. So now we've got it into that form, we can do exactly what we've been doing before. So start with the second pair, and I'll expand them. 9x squared, subtract 15x, subtract 15x, add 25. These two will go together here to leave us with 9x squared, subtract 30x, add 25. And I'll now multiply that whole thing by x, subtract 2. So first of all, multiply 3 by x, I get 9x cubed, subtract 30x squared, add 25x. I'm finished with the x, so I can now jump onto the negative 2, and I'll get negative 18x squared plus 60x. And I'm running out of space for this last bit, and I'm going to get negative 50 on the end. Now I'm just going to tidy all the bits that go together. There's only one x cubed term, These two terms, negative 30x squared subtract 18x squared, will leave me with negative 48x squared. Then 25x add 60x will leave me with 85x. And then subtract 50 on the end. And we're done.